Bill Gates busted. Bill Gates busted attacking Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his confirmation as head of HHS, right? This is, for me, I thought it was probably the biggest news for me, or the most shocking, most appalling, most obscenely funny but not funny piece of news that I've gotten in the last couple of days. But this story was broken. I think Alex Jones did some reporting on it. Jillian Michaels did her reporting on it. Alex actually referenced that in there. And I want to get into it because if you haven't heard about this is just one of those examples where you're going to put it in people's face. You're going to point it out. You're going to say, look, this is what's going on. And if you're a Democrat or you're anti-RFK because you think he's an anti-vaxxer, you're just going to ignore what I'm about to show you, like what just happened. And I'm telling you, people, this is big. This, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I thought out of all the stuff regarding the ICE raids, which we'll get into on another episode, in Chicago, Massachusetts, and all that stuff, and what's going on with the deportation and Trump's plans and his latest executive orders and what he's enacting, the price of eggs being out of control and the bird flu causing a shortage, with all that stuff going on, and Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles going to the Super Bowl, with all that stuff going on, Bill Gates funding a spurious website of doctors, over 17,000 doctors, in order to keep Robert F. Kennedy Jr. from having confirmation as HHS. Let's get into it. Time to Talk podcast. Welcome to the Time to Talk podcast. If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit that little notification bell for all, so you know when I put up new content. And the people who've already subscribed, I truly appreciate you. Let's get into it. Let's get into this thing. Bill Gates caught funding fake doctors campaign to attack RFK Jr. Billionaire Bill Gates has been caught funding a campaign that seeks to disrupt President Donald Trump's nomination of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as head of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS. Ahead of his Senate confirmation hearings, Kennedy has faced a petition calling on senators to reject his nomination as HHS secretary. Ooh, I wonder why. We'll get into that. The petition is supposedly signed by over 17,000 doctors. We'll get into that in a second. However, information has emerged to expose the medical petition as a hoax. Investigations into Petition reveal that the so-called doctors who signed it were fake. In addition, the group behind the campaign is funded by the Bill Gates Foundation. Oh, of course it is. The revelation was exposed by InfoWars founder Alex Jones. Jones broke down the findings in a report on his show. During a demonstration, Jones was able to duplicate the findings of other journalists who were able to sign the petition and falsely claim they were doctors. Notably, journalists first investigated the petition site because the corporate media has been reporting on the campaign against RFK Jr. as if it's real and not a hoax. Now, look, let's look at this. This is the page for. This is the actual page to sign up, the hoax. Okay, this is the petition. Powered by doctors. We're doctors committed to ensuring our patients have access to quality, affordable healthcare, period. The Committe To Protect Healthcare is powered and supported by doctors and advocates who strive for better healthcare and pro-patient leadership in the U.S. Unlike other healthcare organizations, we do not accept donations from big pharma. Look at this. It's coming off as this very, we're independent. We don't do those things. We're not funded by anybody. We're not in league with the pharma companies. Why doctors get involved? There's a whole thing here. And then this is the get involved. Where's that? There's a whole thing with, which I actually did. I actually went on and I signed the petition as a doctor. All you gotta do is put your name in, you put some information in, and then it gives you a drop-down list of how, what your medical profession is, like what your field is, right? Like OBGYN, blah, 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 whatever, right? So I basically called myself a doctor. I selected a box. I signed the petition and I added it to this thing of 17,000 doctors on a petition to stop Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Please tell me you're as appalled and you find it laughable as I do, that this is actually out there and that Bill Gates is part of this. Why? Because Gates stands to basically have a bunch of his relationships and financial interests broken up if Robert F. Kennedy Jr. gets in office and does what he's supposed to do. And I am, God willing, hoping and praying that he does get confirmed. The man is not an anti-vaxxer. He just questions things. Any of you out there who during COVID were running your mouths about science and you thought Fauci was the science, all of you people who claim that you really, we're so smart, we pay attention, then you should be behind Robert F. Kennedy Jr. because all he's doing is questioning your food supply, questioning the fact that there are these alliances between pharma companies and the FDA and the regulatory bodies, and they're all working hand in hand to basically keep America sick, keep America unhealthy, and eventually dead, and they're making tons of money off of it. And he's going in there and saying, yeah, there's some things we need to change. You shouldn't be approving drugs, but also be on this board and also work for this company. You shouldn't be able to, like, Fauci should be definitely prosecuted. So RF Kennedy Jr. is going to shake up a lot of those relationships and a lot of the money train, the gravy train that has been flowing for years in this country. And Bill Gates stands to be affected by that. So what are they doing? Rolling out all the punches, including a fake petition by fake doctors. You can go look it up for yourself and sign up and be a doctor against RF Kennedy Jr. His confirmation hearing is this Wednesday, I believe the 29th, this Wednesday. And I am hoping that he gets confirmed. I really do. There's so many forces working against him, again, because it's the people who are scared and running from the hills, the people who are making a ton of money off of the disgusting industry that is healthcare, the food, our food supply, what's going on with the different dyes and all the carcinogens in our food and water and everything else. And the alliances between healthcare industry, which is a criminal organization in itself, the pharmaceutical industry, which is a criminal organization in itself. They can't be sued. They can't do this. Can't do anything. They do whatever they want in the name of money. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants to come in there and shake that up. So God bless him. And I pray that his confirmation actually goes through. Let me know in the comments below if you're with me on that one, or if you think he's an anti-vaxxer because you don't know anything. Let me know. Be honest. Let me know if you think he's an anti-vaxxer. You got something to back it up with. Cite your sources. Cite your references. Let me know. I appreciate you. And hit that like button on the way out. That really helps everything here in the background, and it makes the videos, show up in timelines, and it lets you grow the channel. So appreciate you. Subscribe. I'll see you on the next Time to Talk podcast. Peace.